Hi guys, welcome to my office at R&D Off-Road. As promised in the last video, we're going to start doing videos, short clips on the accessories we're adding to our 76 series Toyota Land Cruiser. And I'm going to try and do the build in order of importance as best I can to give you guys a bit of an idea of what I personally find more important and then the lesser important accessories as we go along. We also have a trip coming up soon, so it's a bit of a rush to get some things done. So we are going to change the order fractionally or maybe come back to a few odds and ends. But the bottom line is you're going to get a good feel of how I think when I put this truck together. So the first thing is, being an off-road vehicle, it's going to be going off-road. We're going to have to deflate the tires, re-inflate them, and we're bound to get a puncture or two here and there, which again is going to require some compressed air. In the past, I've tried a number of different compressor options, and I found that my personal favorite is the ARB twin air compressor. It's quite a monster, but it gives a lot of reliable air. So it's a very special unit, and that one's going into the new build. Now, the other things that are very important to me is I want my compressor mounted somewhere. I don't want it in a bag floating around, always having to hunt for it and then have to plug it in. I like mine mounted and preferably under the hood. Now, that's a personal preference, but it's something that I try and focus on whenever I put a compressor in a vehicle. In the Toyota 76 and actually most vehicles, the OE manufacturers don't really spend a lot of time trying to think of where we are going to be putting accessories on the vehicle or in the vehicle. So they end up spreading a lot of the wiring and accessories, the engine accessories around in the hood, making it a little bit more complicated to fit products under there. So we've come up with a great solution to be able to utilize some of what I call not so utilized space under the engine bay or in the engine bay of the 76. So the first thing we need to do is take a look on the passenger side of the vehicle, down south on the passenger side. You'll see that the injector drivers are mounted just above the fender. Now, they're taking up a lot of space for a relatively small volume of gear. So the first thing we need to do to create some space is move those. Gobi-X has designed a very, very nice relocation bracket, which takes the two injector controller packs and moves them from above the firewall, above the fender, and places them next to each other above the firewall. It's a little bit of a finicky job because you've got to just bend the wires and get everything nice, but once it's fitted, nothing's under strain. They're very solid and well fitted there, and are going to give you no problems in the long run. We've been running mine for a while, and we've been doing this on vehicles for a long time. So firstly, we move the drivers up to the bracket up against the firewall. We'll show you some pictures of that in a minute. And once we've done that, it opens up a big space where we can then fit our Gobi-X compressor bracket. We've designed this particular bracket specifically for the ARB twin and ARB single compressor, which means that the bolt holes are already cut in the back. They're laser cut in there, and it means very, very simple fitment. It also comes with a cutout on the top where we can fit our ARB switch, and that just presses straight in there. And on top of that, we've allowed 3 holes here for a diff breather kit for the guys who want to mount one of those. So you've already got a spot to mount those. And there's an extra mounting spot here for either the large fuse holders, which we use if you're running a plug to the back or part of your dual battery system, or some guys still enjoy using a cutoff switch either on their winches or for any other accessory they might want to use a big switch for. And that lines up on there, and the holes are all pre-cut for that. So fitting this bracket is very straightforward. It's solid, and it just means everything's tucked away, and we've been able to utilize some of that semi-wasted space under the hood. I hope this makes sense and you've enjoyed the clip, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Cheers.